My left cochlea is broken. I'm half deaf. I didn't know normal people could hear out of both ears until I was 13. My mom discovered my condition one day when I was doing the cliche teenager act of listening to music with one earbud in and the other earbud dangling out. With the music at full blast in my left ear, the sound from the other earbud reverberated throughout the entire living room. My mom yelled at me, "Chris, you're gonna go deaf in that ear." "Mom, it's okay, I'm playing music in the left ear, the one people can't hear out of." Shocked, my mother rushed to the cabinet and despite my objections, immediately started shoving Q-tips down my left ear, claiming it was just an earwax buildup. Ironically, being half deaf has actually made me learn how to speak up. In elementary and middle school, I was too scared to ask teachers questions or even friends to repeat themselves. But after learning binaural hearing was a universal thing, I began using my free pass to ask people to repeat themselves until I could hear and understand exactly what they were trying to say. I have also taught myself how to read lips, strikingly useful for tuning into unsuspecting students across the cafeteria. In fact, it's kind of like my very own superpower. Sure, I have to work twice as hard to hear and use two different senses, but I find that it's actually easier to absorb new ideas and empathize with others because of this extra effort. During my sophomore year, I was talking to Clarence, a new student at my school, and despite riddling the conversation with interjections of, "What?" I received one of the most surprising comments. "Dude, you're one of the most patient listeners I've ever met. I wouldn't mind you being my SGA president." "What?" I joked with him. "Can you say that again? I didn't hear you." As a child, I remember eating cookie cake in the corner of the room during birthday parties because my conversations were so awkward. It's precisely because of this conversational ineptitude that I possessed for the majority of my life that inspired me to create more opportunities for quality interaction, for people to share their opinions and be heard. As a child, I remember eating cookie cake in the corner of the room during birthday parties because my conversations were so awkward. It's precisely because of this conversational ineptitude that I possessed for the majority of my life that inspired me to create more opportunities for quality interaction, for people to share their opinions and be heard. I ended up taking Clarence's advice and was absolutely blown away when the rest of the student body voted for me as SGA president. But once the shock faded, I immediately got to work hosting spikeball tournaments, movie nights, student-led music festivals, any kind of event where people can gather, listen, and chat. My proudest accomplishment was an event which took place right before junior exams, when the stress of the COVID-infested year, was clearly taking a toll on everyone. In an effort to promote Frisbee and alleviate test anxiety, I somehow convinced my principal to allow us access to the school football stadium at 5 a.m. on a Wednesday for a glow-in-the-dark ultimate Frisbee game. I expected just the serious disc players, but the turnout was insane. Teachers who I have never had brought donuts. Parents showed up with extra glow sticks, and some students even got out of their morning athletics just to be there. A wave of wholesomeness washed over me as I watched football players teach the band kids how to throw a Frisbee and the senior girls chase down toddlers. There was something so genuinely heartwarming about watching these unlikely friendships form. From being an absolute menace in libraries to becoming SGA president, I've seen my disability transform from an inconvenience to a blessing. Most of the time, I can't even hear my name during a roll call. Truth be told, I never thought I could listen to and help the needs of an entire community. But now that I know I can, I want to act as a human megaphone for others and to create environments where I'm able to help people speak up and speak out.